Let's just start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. right, a little cool blues. A little cool blues on a Sunday morning, on a cool Sunday morning. Good morning, Unity of Tampa. My name's Elliot. Thank you guys for being with us this morning. Hi, Julie. Oh, good, good, good.
Except for all my stuff is gone. So hold, please. I have nothing to say. We traded slides up there today. There we go. Thank you. All right, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
So the reason I'm going to be platform assistant today is because we have a lot of really important messages, and I really wanted to make sure everybody picked up on all the things that are going on, okay? So I asked if I could do this today. First thing is we want to welcome our new visitors. If you're a new visitor and we don't know that, if you can raise your hand, we'll make sure you have a flower. If you already have a flower, that's great, but we will like to know who's here that's here for the first time. So thank you. I also want to introduce Dolores, if I can. Dolores was the assistant to Ross Goodman. So talk about somebody who has roots in Unity, and she's visiting us for the first time today. So it's very nice to have you. And our new visitors get a free t-shirt. So if you want a free t-shirt, you just have to go to the back of the table. Melody is helping us today. Also, Sunday Bulletin. If you want to know what's happening here, you need to sign up for our newsletter. We have so much going on, and it would be really helpful if you could sign up for the newsletter or check the website. Janet's doing a great job of keeping it updated. All right, big news, big news. So we've completed phase 1 of our new Breeze application. So you can actually text GIVE to 813-797-6076 to register yourself or to donate. But here's what's really awesome. Even if you don't give, register if you would, please, because as soon as everybody registers, we're going to create groups. So Vivian will have her garden group in one text message on the app, and we can have each group have their own messaging system. For example, meditation, something happens, we need to cancel. We would have everybody's name in one location that attends. So please go join the app. Once you do that, we're going to take the next step, create groups for our classes and use it for our notifications, and then our news items. So we're really excited to have our own Unity of Tampa app now. Yeah, it's awesome. All right, more news. So we have been, as a board, monitoring the weekly rates for COVID, and we are now in Hillsborough County below 3%. We're at 2.4 or something. So next Sunday, we are going unmasked if you want. And so you can still wear your mask. We understand we're in close quarters here, and feel free to wear your mask, but the signs on the door will not say it's required anymore. And with that, we're reopening Fellowship Hall for food service. So we'll be going back in Fellowship Hall, which is super exciting. We'll start to see each other again. I don't know about you, but I miss going over there and having time to talk with everybody. And now I find myself in the parking lot having those discussions. So I'll be glad when that's back up. All right, with that, we're asking all our snack angels to return. If you were one of the people who enjoyed contributing on Sundays, we're going to have a new sign up. Yes, Vivian? We'll have a new sign up, and Vivian is handing the baton over to Michelle George, yes? So Michelle is stepped up as our new leader. Thank you, Michelle. All right, and then we have several things during the week. Meditation on Wednesday at 6:30, Reiki healing with Bronwyn from 10:20 to 10:50 on Sundays, and our grief and recovery support group, the third Sunday of the month. Is Jan here? No? Okay. So anyway, Jan leads that from 1 to 3.
That's on the 21st this month.
It is on Yes. Thanks for paying attention, Bobby. Jeffrey? You go to the App Store. You, Breeze. Okay? As in the wind is blowing. Okay. I would appreciate that. So our Tail Waggers dog walking group tried to start this past Friday, and if you saw the weather outside, you know there was no dog walking, only ducks. As Linda Reed put it, only ducks were walking. So they are going to resume this Friday, November 12th. Alvon started his drumming experience on Tuesday night. He had several people here. And if you want to experience that, join him for the next 8 weeks on Tuesday nights from 6:30 to 7:30. Julie Baum has a vision board workshop this coming Saturday from 2 to 5. If you have not done vision boarding and you want to try it, you should definitely join Julie. It's a way to set your life forward on its path and to manifest your dreams. So Julie still has a little bit of room. I think there are 20 people already, and she is open to more. So you want them to see you after, or can they go on the website still in? Okay. Raise your hand. Stand up. I know you can't see her. I'll have her hit you in the back. Food drives. So 2 drives going on. So I just need to be clear about this. We talked a little bit last week about the community food pantry that we've been supporting for 7 years through Together in Peace. We brought it to Unity last year. They only can collect food this week, today through Thursday. That's all I can do. And they are giving away food. 800 families a week are getting a bag of food for Thanksgiving. Some will get turkeys, some will not. But when we started this 7 years ago with them, we had at best 200 families. This year, there are 3,200 families, 2,200 expected to show up. And so they really need our help. But we also, at the same time, are collecting for the Hillsborough County Children's Board of Hillsborough County. And that list is in the front hall, and we have 2 more weeks to collect for them, right? This week and next. Okay. So 2 different contributions. Please bring food. Let's help these people out, and thank you in advance for supporting the community. They need us, and we need them. All right, before I go to birthdays, I'll go to birthdays, it's fine. So Sharon Hall had a birthday yesterday. Sharon had a birthday Thursday. Joanne's birthday was yesterday, correct? Happy birthday to Joanne. And then Lisa Menard's birthday is on the 10th. And I also just want to say, do we have any birthdays this particular week that we need to celebrate? Dave's birthday was yesterday. Thank you. And you know, we didn't know that until we saw it on Facebook. So I got on him about that. So Dave Troll's birthday was yesterday too. So Elliot, we should sing happy birthday.
Let's all sing him happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God loves you. Happy birthday to you.
Yay.
Happy birthday.
All right, last announcement. Thanksgiving Eve. If you want to get away for an hour and join me, we're going to have a meditative service from 6:30 to 7:30 on the night before Thanksgiving. And it will just be an opportunity to express our gratitude. We'll have a meditation, we'll have music, and a small message, but I want to invite you to just come before things get hectic and take a few moments to calm yourself and be prepared for a very lovely and important holiday. So that's it. That's all of our stuff, and it's a lot going on here. So with that said, let's take a deep breath. It's good to see everybody. Such a beautiful day out. And let's join together in saying our unity affirmation. There is only one power and one presence in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. And today's daily word is divine order. I live in harmony with divine order. Life is in constant motion, even if that motion is imperceptible to me. When I feel stuck in place, or maybe impatient with my progress, I consider the gradual yet orderly pattern of the seasons as they change. That single golden leaf I noticed one day will become part of a blaze of color just a few weeks later. The brisk chill in the morning air soon will lead to biting cold and snow in some places. The first tender seedlings of spring will bring bright blooms and a verdant canopy, followed by the long, sultry days of summer. Little by little, one season turns into the next. My growth and understanding may happen in much the same way. Even if I don't notice changes day to day, my life is always in motion and always in order. And from James 2, you see that faith was active along with his works, and faith was brought to completion by the works. And with that, Elliot, I will turn it over to you.
Good. It's like an extra poetic daily word today. I liked that. It was very nice. Nice words. All right, we're going to ask you guys to stand and sing 100 Ways with us. Will you stand up? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know we haven't really done this one as a sing-along, maybe ever. I don't know, but it's pretty easy, so you guys will learn it today. Here we go. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. At least 100 ways for me to receive countless blessings, so I believe. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. Can you sing it? There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. At least 100 ways for me to receive countless blessings that I receive. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. Yeah, my good is coming to me. Oh, my good is coming to me. At least 100 ways. At least 100 ways. At least 100. Do you believe it? Huh. Yeah. So we really wanted to do kind of a gratitude-based sing-along for the month of November, and
I had a little bit of a hard time finding one that we hadn't kind of already done for a month this year, but I thought 100 Ways was kind of a good option. So hopefully we enjoy singing that this month. That's my favorite one. Oh, good. Good. Good, yeah. A little mantra. Oh, you know what? You gotta hold that bottom, the button at the bottom of it. Yeah. Just stand on one leg. Yeah.
All right, there we go. All right. All right. I am one with everyone on the planet. I am on the cutting edge of a new conscious awakening for the whole planet. I am willing to expand the horizons of my thinking. And our daily word today is making a difference. There are admirable potentialities in every human being. Believe in your strength and your youth. Learn to repeat endlessly to yourself, it all depends on me. I can do and make a difference in my world right where I am every day. Such simple things as being courteous to my parents, teachers, and the people I meet, or on my after-school job is a statement that tells the truth about us. We are thoughtful and caring. What other kinds of differences do I want to make? Does caring for the very young or the elderly hold a special place in my heart? Is the welfare of pets and other animals that I act on now and plan as my career in the future? Do I have a desire to express the acceptance of all people for who they are as God's precious creations, deserving of every consideration and the highest respect? There is no limit to the difference of good that I can make in my world. The more I think about it, the more I think to include. And I thank God with my Creator's help, I can make a difference today and every day. I make a difference in my world by being a loving, caring child of God. All right, so we are ready to go.
I am walking in the light, in the light, in the light. I am walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
All right, before I share our stories today, one more thing I thought of. I just want to mention that Mark Menard and Lisa will be renewing their vows next Sunday after the service, and everyone that knows them is invited to stay if you'd like. So I'm just letting you know. It'll be right after the service. All right, this is a great story. Some of you may have seen it in the newspaper. This is a woman named Rocio Smith who remembers when she was 7 that she would walk with her mom to the bank to get money for the laundromat. The bank wouldn't take her money because the money was dirty. So she pledged when she was a child that she was going to change the way migrant workers were treated. Her family followed the crops to Indiana, Michigan, South Carolina, North Carolina, Ohio, and Florida. And they came to Florida in the late 70s, and it was Sun City Center that had refused her mother's money. Now she's 50 years old. She is the new market vice president in Hillsborough County for Dunedin-based Achieva Credit Union. The path that led her to this job included a psychology degree from the University of South Florida, mental health counseling for low-income and migrant families in Ruskin, and regional manager for 17 years with Wells Fargo, helping Hispanic communities connect with banking services. It's a path marked by service and inspiration to others who say that they know her and remember her promise as a child. 44-year-old Carmen Galarza in Wamama said that she met her in the 80s. Her passion is unique, and her love for the community is invaluable. I've never met a person more passionate. She always wants the best for everyone. And one other thing I wanted to read to you. She said that her mother was a wonderful role model and taught her the value of hard work, and her father encouraged all of them to study and to be good students. But I love this message. She said that she and her husband met in high school. They've been married 30 years. They live in Plant City with their son, and they have a son who's 27. And it says, our home is surrounded by strawberry fields, so she never forgets growing up. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. So, you know, what really caught my attention about that story was to be 7 years old and be that impressed in a way that it led to her future is pretty powerful. It just makes you think what we knew then, right? If we could remember. I'm just saying. So Florida, second story is about a Florida teen. This is really inspiring. His name is Sean Emmons, and he's a senior at the Academy of the Lakes School in Pasco County. And the article talked about how, you know, if you go to the same small school with the same crowd, people know you and they get to know things about you. But for this young man who's on the debate team, using his voice wasn't the problem. It was accepting his voice and the stutter he had his entire life. He said that it means everything and nothing at the same time to have this challenge. He said when people asked him what stuttering meant to him. He said it became noticeable to his parents when he was 3 or 4. By 3rd grade, he was in speech therapy. He was convinced it would never go away, and so he quit therapy. And he said that it wasn't until 8th grade that he realized it was time he accepted this, and he decided to go back to speech therapy with a whole new outlook, made the decision to own it, embrace the voice he was given, and that he recognized that was the only way he would be able to live with integrity. And now he said, my voice makes me stand up, and it makes me do things that I wouldn't have done if I hadn't accepted myself. On October 22nd, which is International Stuttering Awareness Day, he stood before 150 classmates, teachers, and parents and delivered a senior class speech. I spent most of my time wishing my stutter would magically disappear. I treated it like a disease. With the help of my parents, my psychologists, and my speech therapist, I finally accepted my stutter as a part of who I am. It is our differences that define us, not our similarities. It's pretty awesome. And with that good news, let's put ourselves into a place of meditation, preparing ourselves, and take this time just to get ourselves relaxed and in place to receive what is ours today.
1, 2, 3. I am at peace, I am at peace, I am one with the Spirit, I am calm, I am still, I am doing God's will, I am at peace, I am at peace, I am one with the Spirit, and I dwell in the presence of the Lord. I am loved, I am loved, I am one with the Spirit, I am calm, I am still, I am doing God's will. I am loved, I am loved, I am one with the Spirit, and I dwell in the presence of the Lord. still. I am doing God's will. I am home. I am home. I am one with the Spirit, and I dwell in the presence of the Lord. And I dwell in the presence of the Lord.
So we take this time now to go within. Let everything that was on our mind go. Forget about all the things you want to race out of here to do. And just be in the moment. Listen to the words I'm going to share, taking in what is right for you today. I am an expression of humanity and a vessel that carries the brilliant light of the divine into the world. My thoughts and my actions are infused with love and wisdom as I reach out to those around me. In every situation, I seek to cast aside limiting judgments and any barrier that prevents me from seeing others through my divine eyes. It is through this gift of divinity within me, this lens that helps me filter what I say, what I see, and what I do. This same lens helps me to let go of past beliefs that no longer serve me, comments that no longer bring good, thoughts that hurt me and cause me to hurt others. I am growing and I am evolving, and nothing about my human self can block the light of truth seeking to shine through my life. I celebrate my humanity as I become a reflection of God in the world. I am listening, and as I listen, I add my own unique expression to the symphony of life. We are one, and all things and people can work together in divine synchronization. Today, I affirm my ability to connect with others in every encounter, knowing that as I reveal my authentic self, the opportunity to connect deepens. As my authentic self, I invite the same from others and allow each person to trust they are received as spirit in my presence. I rest in the silence and take that in. Counting my blessings, affirming my good, and a good in others. I see all people as fellow spiritual beings, as children of God. And in doing so, I reveal my truth. With my mind and heart centered in peace, I gently bring myself back to this place and time, knowing that I will be guided in peace to what is meant for me to hear and do. So last week, we looked at our inner evolution. We talked about how as we evolve, it begins to impact society in good ways. But also, as our inner evolution takes place, we actually begin to invite other people into our presence in new ways. We're able to connect with people on a heart level, on a spiritual level, on an authentic level. Relationships of the heart, we know the difference between them, don't we? They aren't always about love. But they're connections where we feel like when we're in the presence of people, we can tell they are who they are best when we are with them. And we are comfortable being ourselves. Those are the relationships that are not pretentious. They're not about being polite or disingenuous. They are just matters and relationships of the heart. But all of us know the difference and how difficult it is and how scary it can be to cross the line between being our authentic self and holding back because we don't always want everyone to see who we are. When we're totally vulnerable, all our insecurities pop up, don't they? Like, what if they judge me? What if they don't like me? What if they don't think I'm knowledgeable enough? What if they think I'm strange? What if, what if, what if? That's what we do. Haven't you ever gone to an event and right before you walked in, all the what ifs happened? Oh my gosh, what if I see this one? What if I see that one? Oh, but what if they ask me this? What if they ask me that? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to be in relationships with people. But the irony about it is that when we were small children, we weren't like that. When we were small children, we walked into any room, said hi to anybody we felt like it, and purposely didn't say hi to anybody we didn't feel like it, right? We were our authentic selves. We did exactly what we felt drawn to. But as we grew up, we started to put all these layers on ourselves. All these layers. And before you know it, we were so buried in there, our authentic self was so buried in there. We're not sure who people actually see or who we want to reveal to whom. We were uninhibited, free-spirited when we were kids. We're less likely to do that now. And of course, everyone else around us grew up the same way, right? Stuffing that authentic self, that godly self, further, further, further back. Conditioned by the world, conditioned by the rules, conditioned by what became reality around us. And sometimes it's exhausting. That's why we all like to go home. Because where are we our best? At home. We don't have to do anything. We can just be who we want to be. You know, whenever I write my talks, as I've shared in the past, something always pops up that relates to what it is I'm going to talk about. And this week it was the De Leon. And it had a message in there about revealing our true selves. And of course it caught my attention because this was the message for this week. And there were a couple of things it said that I wanted to share. It said, we are in truth beings of light, pure energy inhabiting physical bodies, striving for enlightenment while living earthly lives. When we recognize our power, our luminosity, and our divinity, we cannot help but live authentic lives of appreciation, potential, fulfillment, and grace. The message also talked about how difficult it becomes for us over time to be our authentic self. But we all know from personal experience there is nothing more freeing than being able to be yourself without any judgment of you. I think Jesus was one of the best examples of this. Every story you ever read about Jesus talks about how easy it was to be in his presence. He was his authentic self, his divine best, and he made everyone, no matter who they were or what they were going through, feel comfortable enough to come forward and to talk to him. And he never made anybody feel like he cared where they came from, what they looked like, what they knew, what they didn't know. He was just authentic. Even those who judged him harshly got the best treatment of compassion. He still was able to open his heart to everyone. We may find ourselves in situations where we're judging other people or judging what we see, but we don't always know the story behind the scenes, do we? There was a story I read a long time ago about Stephen Covey. You may know who he is. He's a famous business author. And he had an experience on a subway once, and the story has always stuck with me. He said while he and others were sitting quietly in the car, a man entered with his noisy and rambunctious children. The man sat down and closed his eyes as though he was oblivious to his rowdy kids. What was a quiet subway car before they entered was now a disturbed place of chaos. The children's inappropriate behavior was obvious to everyone except the father. Stephen Covey himself became more and more agitated with what he believed was lack of respect for everyone around him. So he decided to confront the man. The man opened his eyes and evaluated the situation as if he were unaware of all that transpired. And he said, "Oh, you're right. I guess I should do something about it. You see, we just came from the hospital where their mother died about an hour ago. I don't know what to think, and I guess they don't know how to handle it either." With just those 3 sentences, everything changed in his perception. His self-serving thoughts, his thoughts of judgment, all changed. And he suddenly became compassionate toward this man. How many of us have been in similar situations? We didn't like the way a person treated their child, their spouse, their family, their dog, their yard, whatever. All these things that go through our mind, right? But we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't even know that sometimes here, do we? We don't know when we come in here. Do we all know what each other are going through? I don't think so. But our ability to connect with people on a heart level is critical. That's what we're here for. That is what we were born to do. To be our authentic divine selves and to honor that godliness within us, but also within everyone else. And to remember that just because it's not on the surface doesn't mean it's not in there. It just means those layers of condition and hurt and the way other people have been treated may have impacted them. That heart-to-heart, spirit-to-spirit connection, where we're truly present to other people, where the past doesn't matter and the future doesn't matter, where we're in the moment. And you know, you can see that when you walk into any intensive care unit in a hospital. You walk in knowing that everyone is in the same situation, there to see, support, and pray for somebody who is not doing well. And somehow we walk in knowing these things, family to family, patient to patient. Everyone is in their best divine self because their compassion button has been pressed. There was a gentleman, Richard Rinaldi, so another favorite experiment, 25-year-old New York photographer. He took some amazing pictures a few years ago. I'm going to have them show them to you. There were people making the human connection with one another. So I want you to just look at these pictures for a minute. Now, here's the surprise. He pulled strangers off the street for these pictures and had them pose as though they were family. In most cases, if you're looking at these pictures, it's pretty difficult to tell that they didn't know each other before these pictures. But here's the best part of the story and why I wanted to share it. Afterwards, he interviewed these people, and here's what they said. That they felt that from the beginning to the end, they formed a connection with these people without even having discussions. They said their feelings shifted, and that by the end of the experience, they felt they actually cared about one another, and some of them hung around to get to know each other just by being pulled off the streets together. Now, I see people at Unity of Tampa making that connection every week. And why is it easier? Because we come in knowing we are accepted here. Those of us who have been here long enough, right, we know you can walk in here and be anybody, feel anything, and someone will acknowledge you. And if no one else has talked to you this week, we will. And you're okay just the way you are. But shouldn't that be our practice everywhere we go? We should not only be in that mindset on Sundays when we're together. We should be in that mindset all the time, where people can be welcomed in our presence, where we are open, accepting, compassionate, and authentic. So here's my guidance for us this week. If you're tired of working at relationships, if you're tired of going home and hiding out, if you're tired of feeling like you can't be yourself, I want you to think about what is holding you back from making that allowing your authentic self to show. What could you in this month forgive, let go of, be done with, that would allow your best self to shine forward? And when you do, you're going to make it possible for others to do the same if you let go of judgment in the process. Let's review our takeaways for today. Each of us can improve our ability to make the human connection by taking the following steps. Number one, be present to the people around you. Take time to notice what others are experiencing. We don't have to go to the hospital to do that. Number two, seek understanding beyond what your eyes see, beyond your observations. Because what you see may not be what's happening. Number three, let divine guidance be your compass. Your inner evolution is necessary to experience this. And number four, strive to be compassionate and caring. Think, act, and speak from your spiritual self. Our affirmation today is, I create strong human connections. Let's say that together. I create strong human connections. Our quote for today is from Mother Teresa. It's one of my favorite. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Let's take that in for a moment. So we pause now to reflect upon the importance of making heart-to-heart connections with people, not being so caught up in what we came to say or do that we forget to connect with someone right in front of us. We recognize that we don't have to know them to extend our authentic self. We just have to bring our best self and create space for others to be who they need to be on whatever day they need to be at. We give thanks for our divine graciousness, our heartfelt ability, the emotions that come with feeling something and experiencing joy when we connect with other humans. Amen. I failed to mention this morning that Patrick is our board angel on duty. So, Patrick, there you are. Sorry, the light is glaring. Yeah, Patrick is here if you have anything. He's our board member, and he is here if you have any questions or concerns. He's happy to speak to you today. And thank you, Patrick, for doing that. If you have a prayer need, pretty soon you're going to be able to send it to us via the app. But for now, if you would fill out a prayer card and put it in the narthex, or if you would also you can go online and submit a prayer to us. And immediately when we get the prayers, we send them out to our chaplains. Our chaplains pray on the list, as do I, all week long. So thank you for trusting us with your needs, and know that you'll be prayed for. And with that, before I turn it over to Elliot, I want to say thank you to Elliot, Alvon, and Michael for the awesome music and for being here today. And Jeffrey and David are covering up in the booth for Duncan, who took a much-needed day off. And I think Michael is out there. I didn't get to say good morning to him, but Michael's here, and thank you very much. It's great to have all our supporters. All right, love is my decision, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. Once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can help me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. It's my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. Once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. And love is my decision. My decision right here and now. My decision right here and now. Thanks, guys. Really amazing talk this morning, by the way,
Thank you.
Nancy.
And thank you for that song. And I have to tell you something funny about the song. I'm very glad you did it, but I'm glad you did it so well. We used to have a joke about that song in choir. And if John, if you're listening, I apologize. But so when John had us singing it, he had us singing it with such a twang that we kind of got into this, real nasally version of it. And so John would have to correct us because we'd be like, love is mine. So, and he would be like, what are you doing? We said, well, we were just getting into the song.
Getting into character a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. So when you were singing, I just could see John standing before us going, really? Anyway, so it's good to have joy. So thank you. Thank you for all you do for us. Thank you for your gifts. Thank you for your contributions. We are just so grateful here. And if you want to support us financially, you know how to do it. You have our new app. There's a box in the back. There's the online. And whether you do or not, we are grateful for your support. We're grateful you show up on Sunday. And we're just glad we have built such an awesome family again. It's so wonderful. So thank you for that. Yeah. All right, but even though I said that doesn't mean I'm going to let you off from saying the affirmation. So we're going to say our prayer together, and remember we're saying it with we now instead of I. Ready? We have faith in God as our instant, constant, abundant supply and supplier. We have faith in God to open ways when to the human sense there is no way. We have faith in God to guide us in all our ways, and our health, happiness, and prosperity are assured. Thank you, God, for your abundant good, now flowing forth to meet our every need. Amen to that. All right, I hope you're saying that at home because it's very powerful. And because we're all in this together,
We got a perfect song.
we have a perfect song.
I may ask you guys to join at the end as well, so I'm just going to warn you now. There's sing-along potential coming up here, folks. Woke up this morning, I suddenly realized we're all in this together. I started smiling, 'cause you were smiling. We're all in this together. I'm made of atoms, you're made of atoms. We're all in this together. And long division, yeah, just doesn't matter, 'cause we're all in this together. When we're clapping our hands especially, I saw you walking in the city. We're all in this together. The city's changing because we're changing. We're all in this together. Every 12 seconds someone remembers that we're all in this together. In the kitchen of your rent-controlled apartment, yes, we're all in this together. Come on now, I don't mean to rush you. I only wanted to reach out and touch you. Just gotta start to open our hearts. I know you jumped about jumping ship before it sinks, but we're all in this together. And on the subway, we feel like strangers. We're all in this together. Yeah, I love you and you love him and she loves her, but we're all in this together. Hey, here we go. You know, baby, you and me protection and all the history of human connection. Come on now, it's alright to show me you don't need to be lonely. Once you start to open your heart, just open your heart. Yeah. I saw you crying, I started crying. We're all in this together. And then religion, it's a big decision. We're all in this together. Yeah, we're all in this together. Yeah, we're all in this together. Yeah, we're all in this together. 'Cause we're all in this together. Can you sing it? Yeah, we're all in this together. Thanks, guys. I should be thanking you because we're in this together. It's like you guys played that song. I just sat up here and sang it, you know? All right, it's time to join hands and sing our peace song. Or just that we stand up and sing our peace song.
Let's join together in saying the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is great. Have a great week. Thank you for being here. And don't forget, next week, if you're more comfortable outdoors, bring a lawn chair, and we'll hang out there.
1, 2, 3, 4. I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good, so good. I got you. Oh, I feel nice. Like sugar and spice. I feel nice. Like sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. I got you. Hey, we'll take it to the bridge. Yeah, ooh. When I hold you in my arms, your love can't do me no harm. When I hold you in my arms, your love can't do me no harm. And I feel good, yeah. I knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good, so good. I got you. Oh, When I hold you in my arms, your love can't do me no harm. When I hold you in my arms, your love won't do me no harm. I feel good, yeah, like I knew I would. I feel good on a Sunday, yeah. So good, so good. I got you. So nice, so